Hello everybody, my name is Craze, and before this video fully starts, I'd like to ask if you could maybe like and favourite this video. I've spent over 24 hours rendering it and producing it, so I'd greatly appreciate that, thank you very much. But what we're going to do today is looking at the tier 3 perks in Modern Warfare 3, starting off with the perk Marksman. Now Marksman is the Scout perk, which is returning from Black Ops, so I've just sort of changed how it works a little bit. So its standard section is identifying targets at a more distant range. This is a brand new idea which is being put into Modern Warfare 3, and nobody actually really fully knows how it works. I don't, so I can't comment on it, but it'd be interesting to see how it pans out in the final game. And its pro section is holding your breath for longer whilst when sniping. Now this is actually a returning perk from Call of Duty 4, which is called Iron Lungs, and it wasn't really used much, so it'd be interesting now that it's been reworked to see how much it's used. So the next perk we're going to be looking at is called Sitrep. Now Sitrep is going to be really great if you actually have a headset and you want to be able to hear people on the enemy team really clearly. But before we get into that, I want to talk about the standard section, which is detecting enemy explosives and tactical insertions. What it does is it shows them on your screen as flashing red, so you'll be able to know where then people are who are hiding away with their claymores and bits like that. So the pro section is that the opposing team's footsteps are much louder, and it fully cancels out dead silence, which is great news for you if you're using sitrep, but it's really bad news for you if you're using dead silence. And talking about dead silence, that's what the next perk is going to be. So dead silence is really, it's a fan favourite. It's changed its name a few times over the course of Call of Duty history, but it's definitely a fan favourite, and that's because you now have quieter movement, and you also have a bit of resistance to recon, and it is just quieter movement. It's not fully quiet movement, it is quieter, but it's not like Ninja Pro on Modern Warfare 2. You can still be heard a little bit, as it was in Call of Duty 4. The pro section is also no fall damage, so I can see a lot of people who are rushing around really aggressive using this perk because it will be really useful not having your own footsteps. So the next perk I'll be looking at is called Stalker. Now Stalker is going to be formidable when you're going to be using it with quick draw, because you'll be moving around so fast and using your equipment so quick, and that's because its standard section is increased movement speed whilst aiming down the sights, ADSing. This accompanied with the fact that the Stalker Pro section is adding a delay to exploding claymores. You're going to be able to move around in the enemy spawn whilst aiming down sights and dodging claymores and explosives and being just really a dick to the other team. But you know, being a dick is sometimes good because you get lots of kills and the other team doesn't. So Stalker, it's a good perk in my opinion. So the final perk in this video is called Steady Aim. Now this Steady Aim perk has been in every single Call of Duty which has had a perk system in it, and it's a fan favourite, and it's increased accuracy whilst firing from the hip as its standard section. A lot of snipers really like using this so they can get them no scripts across the maps for their little montages and bits like that. And the Steady Aim Pro section is weapon is ready quicker after sprinting. Now, I don't know if this is really good pro section. I don't actually use Steady Aim much, so I can't comment on it, but it is a fan favourite, as I said earlier. So that's all I really want to talk about in this video. I hope you've enjoyed watching it, and as I said earlier, I've spent 24 hours rendering this project, so I'd appreciate it if you like and favourite. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.